Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a sketches for the 6x6 paper pad. This is sketch number 3. This is paid content, so I won't be able to show you the sketch, but I have a little extra surprise for you here in just a few minutes. I'm going to be using this collection from Simple Stories. It's called Hip Hip Hooray, and it's a beautiful collection. I'm actually going to be using it not for an Easter collection, but for a bicycle layout, and I love the way that it came out. So I am not going to be using 6x6 paper pads in this. I'm actually going to be cutting down some of the larger photos. I actually end up stretching this 6x6 sketch into a obviously double page layout, and this is my inspiration. So the sketch, it calls for like 3 6x6 pieces of paper like right there in the center, and I like that, but I definitely wanted to kind of pull it over to a 12x12 layout. So I'm trying to find the center of this so that I can actually have it on both sides. And what I decided to do was take these 6x6 paper, stretch it over, and then add 3 photos in a block style to it. And I just love the way that it kind of turns out. I definitely struggle with it quite a bit, trying to figure it all out. And this paper, I turned that paper probably 20 times before I found the centerpiece again. Made sure I went ahead and got it down because definitely didn't want to mess that up again and have to figure it out. Here's where you can see that I am going to go ahead and put in the block style. I end up adding the photos, covering up the bottom edge of it so that the photos at the top there line up with the photos at the bottom. And once I put in all of the embellishments, you can't even tell. So I originally had the kind of diagonal strip at the top. I moved it to the bottom. I played around with it for a little bit. I finally end up adding a photo to the top with the polka dots, and then adding the plaid paper to the bottom and putting the bicycle card on top of the square at the bottom. This went so far away from the sketch. It's just ridiculous. I liked that bicycle, but I felt like it was getting lost. So I'm going to go ahead and put it over to the side for a second because it was just couldn't figure it out. And I was like, let me just go ahead and put some stitching on it because that's like mindless activity and I don't have to think about it. And then as I was putting the stitching on, I was like, oh, let me put a white border around it and stitch the white border. And that just made it all fall into place. Once I get the white border down, I'm going to go ahead and put the holes in, and then adding the same pink stitching that I used through the other pieces of the layout to the corner here. And then I'm going to add this card up on fun foam because there's just so much to the bottom of it. Once I get the fun foam down, I'm going to go ahead and kind of cover up those 2 conjoining pieces there with this bike. So these photos are of my friend's daughter who is outside on her bike, and she's so excited about riding this bike. So I was like, let me pull all of the bike embellishment pieces and add them to this layout. So I go ahead and add the bike sticker over to the far left. I add a tree chipboard, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some clouds, and I love the clouds on the left. That's how I'm going to figure some things out for you guys in just a second. I'm gonna kind of go live and explain my thought process and what I ended up doing with this layout, because it definitely was an adventure to get this layout to look okay. So over to the far right hand side, I'm going to add some florals over there and a little tag that says "so tweet," which then was like, well, I have to add a bird as well since I have like tweet bird. So I went ahead and added this floral teal bird, which is really pretty, and I like the contrast of that dark teal against that polka dotted light teal. And then I was looking through the embellishment pieces, and I was like, well, since I have a bird on the right, I should probably have a bird on the left. So I went ahead and added another bird over on top of that tree after I put some liquid adhesive on that chipboard piece. Then I'm looking for a title, and my title is going to be Ready to Ride. And so I have these smaller pink stickers. They're like foam stickers, and then I use some tile stickers to write the word to, and then my word ready is going to be in these white stickers, and I love that bold pop of white against that dark floral. So I'm just kind of moving it around, trying to figure things out. I do go ahead and add another big floral piece to kind of tie that title together. I feel like it gives it a real cohesionness. And then I went ahead and added a little tag that has the ability to journal. So when I give this to my friend, she can journal on it. I found this other bird, so I was like, well, might as well put another bird on this, adding it to each one of the clusters. So it's a little circle sticker that has a bird in the center. And then I went ahead and added a brad that also has a bird in it. So really kind of pulling all of the bird pieces together. And then over to the right-hand side, I'm going to go ahead and add a brad. This is where I start to try to figure out what I'm going to do. I really liked those clouds, and I was like, I really want to kind of come off of the card, because there's a cloud on the card, and bring the clouds up. That was my initial plan. And then as I was looking through my dies, I found this heart die that I definitely wanted to use. So here's where I'm trying to like figure out what I have and make it work. And I only had really tiny clouds, so it doesn't work out. So I'm going to jump over to the live now, and I'll be back with my voiceover when I'm done with the live. Okay, so I'm sitting here. I don't even have my phone in here with me. Hold on a second. 11:47. It is 11:47 at night, and I had completed this layout, which obviously you guys just saw me put it together. This is what a crazy person does in their scrap room right before they go to bed. I get this idea that I'm like, oh, I need to come out here and do this. I was texting my friend Abby, and I told her there's something missing on this layout. She was like, oh, maybe you could put some clouds on it. I'm like, yeah, I think I got more clouds in this layout, because there was a ton of clouds in this collection. And I don't know if I told you this or not, but I love this collection. So I come out here and I find there are 3 clouds left. I don't even know where the other one was. Oh, it's here. Right here. So 3 clouds left. So I was like, what can I do? So I pulled out my dies, and I don't have any dies. I have one tiny cloud die. This guy, super tiny. Well, that wasn't even in focus, was it? Super tiny. And then I have this die here, which is probably better if I show it to you like this. It's like a bubble, you know, speech bubble, but I thought if I put it like behind another cloud, it would kind of look like a cloud. So those are the 2 things that I'm working with. So I went through the cards, and you know I hate fussy cutting, but I found this card. You can see I fussy cutted it, and there were 3 clouds on here. There were those 3 clouds that I fussy cut. Then I did the bubble die with this somewhere right there. So I got, I could probably do something else on this side. I didn't even think about that. Pink polka dots. I think I want to do this one. Look at that. Alright, let's try this. So let me show you what else I have. So then I have, oh, I wanted to do these hearts, because Abby used her heart die on her layout this week or last week's, I don't know. And I saw it and it reminded me that I have that die and I love that die. And I was like, we could use some hearts on here. I'll find a place for it. We have to back it though. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Alright, so I think I'm going to do this bigger one, but then that goes all 3 of those being pink. But let's see. Oh, so I had that pink piece there that I cut out. And, you know, so this is the heart. So I had a little bit of extra, so I did 2 clouds at the bottom. So, I'm sitting in my room, and, well, let me first tell you how I got here. I was sitting in the living room watching TV. I texted Abby, said something's missing, so she says, if you have any clouds. So that sent me in here, right? Told you that part. And so, I'm like, I'm not doing it tonight. It's 11:30 at night. I'm not gonna do it. But then I'm like, come in here and I see it. And I was like, oh, it'll only take me a little bit. And watch, I'm going to be in here for like 2 hours doing this. All right, so I think I have enough clouds now. Hopefully. Oh, I did use, Catherine, this is for you. I did use washi tape. This is not my idea by any means, so please don't say that I, you know, made this idea, because I didn't. So you put the washi tape on the white cardstock. So you can see there that I put the 2 pieces of washi tape together, and you know, my OCD, I had to line it up, and it's not perfectly lined up, but it's pretty close. Anyways, so I did that and then used the die to cut that out, and that gave me this guy, which I think he's pretty cute. So, okay. So if I look too closely at it, I'm going to see all of the flaws, and I don't want to do that because then my OCD will not be able to unsee it. You guys like that? Like you see something and then you can't unsee it, and you're like, man, I just want to go back to a time where I thought it was beautiful. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to use all these hearts because there's a lot of dang hearts. Let's go here for a second though. So I was thinking, as I was in here making all these dang clouds, thanks Abby for having me do that with my 2 little clouds here. So these are the clouds that I have. I have this one that I already put up on Fun Foam. I have this is a die cut, and then this is also a die cut. So 2 die cuts and a sticker. So I cut this out. Definitely gonna have to be backed unless I do it. See, the whole point was to, so maybe if I do it like here. So the whole point is like cover this part up. Let me show you. Which you guys, you know, obviously you've seen it because I put the layout together. See, I feel like there's something right there that needs to be done. So if I come here and do this, should I back the top part in white? Just the top part? Oh, see, that's what makes it difficult. Because this one doesn't have a solid die. So to do that, I would have to put all of these hearts in there. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay. All right, let's see what we can come up with first. Maybe I can figure out something for that. All right, so I think the best thing to do is to put them all on here, and then we can figure out where things go. Why turn that over? One more. Okay, so I tried to go with all light colors, like this pink and that blue, because this is such a dark color. So here's what I was thinking. All right, so this is one that I cut out. So if I come up with this one and flat, no, not the pink, flat with this teal here, yep, right there, like so. Then I could go, oh yeah, I like the beginning of this, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, so when I do stuff like this, my thought process is to build a foundation first. But that is, maybe I should put this up here, because see, then it's still, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let's see, I need another piece there. Will this go in there? Pretty close. What about if I do it here? Yeah. You know when you're back in school and you're like, I'm never going to use, what was that game that we played as kids? Tetris. Do you remember that game? I don't know. If you're around my age, I guess it's very similar to, there's some like couple block games out now that are like that, Tetris. But anyways, so I remember my mom telling me, you're never going to need a need to put stuff together like that. And now here I am, sitting in my scrapbook room at 39 years old, playing Tetris. Ooh, I liked that with Fun Foam. See, I did need the Tetris. Would not have been able to figure that out. But I did like accidentally put it under there, and I kind of like it. So I'm gonna go with it. Okay. So that's that. All right, I think this needs something. Oh, I got the new colors from Ranger, and I will say I am loving them. Did another color. This is the flamingo color, Kitchen Flamingo. It's such a pretty pink. It's not like the other pinks. Some of those pinks are way... Don't understand. Okay, so I need to put that where you can see the hearts, I think right there. I want to put this one flat. So because this is impromptu, I am just going to stick my thing over there. Because you know, I put this thing in my cubby hole over here every single time so that it's off film for you guys. And really I just want to stick it right there so I can grab it. And I never can seem to find it either. Okay, I still think I need to wait on that one. Alright. And maybe that one. Maybe I can do this. Yeah, I like that. And this one is going to need fun foam. See, I have all... I need to figure out a better system than just throwing fun foam over here. Ugh. I used to have a bucket of fun foam, and then it migrated to my shelf because I had other stuff in it. Maybe I should bring that back. See, and it's like, this is... Ugh, I can't deal with this. This is too much in here. It's like, I have to dig through this stuff, and I need to get to the bottom. So I feel like, ugh, that's all adhesive. This is the only thing that's different. And I guess I do have, so, oh, I do. I have like 2 rolls left. I need to start using them. It's like my last roll. Very sad. Okay. Let me put that there for a second. Let's see if I can. Let's see, it's still not enough. I don't know. I can't figure that out right now. Like, I'm on camera talking to you guys, and I'm over here trying to figure out my room. I really need a reorganization, and I am not in a place in my life right now to reorganize my scrapbook room. And I don't know how weird that sounds or not. I don't know if it's considered weird. I feel like I need to take that one up and put some ink on it too. I feel like that's a weird thing to say, but I'm just not ready. Because that is such a big project. Oh my goodness. I can't start a big project right now. So much going on in my life to get adjusted to what is here. First. I don't know why I said first that way. First. Okay. So if I put that one there, see, I feel like it gets lost down there. This is where I need, okay, I know this sounds crazy, but fun foam is different sizes. I don't know if I have any. I don't think I do. To answer your question, what I'm talking about, I have fun foam, but this is fun foam from Amazon. Not all of it is. Oh, there's the fun foam that's from the Dollar Tree, which is smaller, and I don't buy it a lot because this is a better deal. Like, I spend like $10 and I get 50 of them, and they're like double the size. And okay, they totally walked away from the camera. Anyways, so I don't have any, but Eli was here. Oh, I wonder if I could, I need to find a color that would match, like over that. I think that's actually a pretty color too. All right, so let's, I need to squish it all. So when Eli was here messing around in my scrapbook room, we squished some foam, and I thought after I took it out, hey, that looks like it pressed the foam as well. So if in a pinch I needed to have thinner foam, I could do that. I need to go one more time over that because that is a lot to go through. Okay, I think that might do it. Oh yeah, so me get this out of the way. Okay. And this fun foam out of the way. So this might sound weird, but I said Indian style. I don't know if that's weird or if like everybody does that. I don't know. Let's see. So I wonder if I just did this. I want to see what it looks like over here now. Ooh, I do like that. So I wonder, okay, so what I need to do is this, so stay there. I need my block, my room. Seriously, this desk is a hot mess. And it's funny because you guys can only see this part here, which is, I mean my layout's, it's kind of messy here, but whew, if you saw like out, you would be thinking I'm alright, I have no idea when it cut off. So I put my larts over here talking to myself, and the camera's not on. I can't believe that was 17 minutes. So my camera does 17-minute increments, and when we do them in real time. Blah, blah, blah. Did you understand anything that I just said? I don't know that I did. Okay. I said that my camera does increments of 17. Alright, so it's definitely thinner. Can you see that? Yeah, so it's definitely thinner. It squished it a little bit. So let's use this piece over here and come back to working on this. And then we'll let that dry a little bit. Did I say I decided to go flat with that one? Alright, and that's what I have left. Oh, but did I? No, I didn't. I wanted to do this flatter stuff. And I don't even know why anybody would be interested in watching this. Because again, I feel like it's paint drying, putting adhesive on and stuff. That's why I cut all this stuff out. Because when I'm doing my voiceovers, I don't know what I was thinking when I did this, you know? Oh, look at that. It is shorter. Yay! I love when things work out like you want them to, right? Like you have this idea in mind and you're like, oh my goodness. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? I hope it works. And when it does, it's so joyful. Joyful is probably not the right word. So exhilarating. Maybe that's the right word. Okay, so with this dream, oh, I was like, it's backwards, but no, it's upside down. Which is the same as well. So should I go, see, I feel like it needs to be here, but then it kind of covers that up. If I go up a level, maybe I'll do that. Come back with this one. Seriously, guys, if you choose not to watch this, it's perfectly okay. I am okay with that because this cannot be entertaining in the slightest. I just like don't get it at all. Alright. So should I come, if I go like put this one in here. I don't know what I'm doing. Some of these 3 polka dots here. I feel like I want to cover up like that. That might work. So this will stand out a little bit. I can't believe I fussy cut these. I did a pretty good job fussy cutting them. For a person who hates fussy cutting. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy here. And then this guy here. What do you think? I feel like I'm trying to cover up flowers with clouds. It's not working. But I do like that. Okay. So this was a sticker, so I get to peel this one off. Okay, we're gonna stick it right there. Right there. Yeah, so we're gonna have this little guy come out some. He's gonna be flat. Seriously talking to myself. Ooh, maybe that is why I don't set it over there. Not the best idea. I don't know. If I put this up here. Oh yeah. feel like it's one of those things that you say if just keep adding embellishments. Keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. If you don't think it's right, it's because you don't have enough stuff. So keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. But like, when does it become enough stuff, you know? Alright, so should I come over here? See, I don't like the word dream on here. Because this is like her bike riding. It doesn't need to be a dream. Okay. Just going to feel. And very gently. I know people like to use these tools. Sometimes I just feel like I have better grip. I guess that's the best word. This is so stuck to my finger. I don't know how I'm gonna get it off. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. So this is like difficult because I don't want to pull the foamies out. Oh, I did not think this through. Oh, close. So we're gonna put this. Seriously, I have to figure out how much that time was. There's no way that you guys found that interesting. Me talking to myself about this. And so the question is, do I try to find that? Because it definitely gets lost, doesn't it? One single tiny baby heart, I found it! Yay! In there. Perfecto. Whoa. Don't tear, don't tear. Like, where does it come off? Oh, it looks a little better. It's not perfect, but wouldn't it be nice if you... Okay, I'm too busy of a background. But what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Back to the lily hoods. There's no clouds left. I don't know what these are. But I wonder if I stick it in there, would it look like a cloud? Oh, here. I don't like that. That looks like a flower. They look like flowers. Why are there no more clouds? See, I've looked at everything. And there wasn't even a cloud chipboard. Like, there is a bazillion flowers, but you don't think that clouds would be something that you might want more of? Wouldn't it be awesome if they did a 2x2 print on this side too? But like, I don't know how to explain it. I guess like all of these other colors, like this dark color, which is the background there, the yellow, which I know is on this, but like to have like a solid yellow. This wood that is nowhere except here, like to have a little piece of it, and like in a 6x6 print. Yeah, I wouldn't even mind like half a sheet. Yeah, so it'd be full sheet here, and on the back half a sheet of just smaller prints, and then so whatever, you know, label tone on tone. That's the only kite, or only, and I don't want to fussy cut that. Look to see for cloud dies. I feel like I need these dies. Do I really need those dies? If I have these dies, I cut them. I could just cut them in half. So I guess that's like, do I add this a cart? And this one. So yeah, I could never get it to do that. This one. All right, guys, so if you did not watch that, I am perfectly okay because I'm about to take it all up. So if you caught right at the end, it was 12:20. So it was probably about, 30 minutes or so that I spent doing this. And then I was like, yeah, nope, I'm going to buy some dies. So you saw me shopping there and I found these dies, cloud dies that I'm going to use, and I'm going to cut out a lot bigger. Like, I think that was my issue, was the clouds were just too small. So I used this gingham print to cut out a couple of dies. I've got some yellow and then white. And I also am going to do wood grain and some vellum. I think that gives me enough contrast, and these dies are a lot bigger than the ones that I was working with. So I feel like it just works better. So I did go ahead and ink all of the edges, and I'm going to start to build up my clouds here. I only used one wood grain cloud. I am using the back of my layout to make sure that I really bring in that distress. If you want to like bring it in as opposed to just being on the edge, that's normally what I do, is just turn my layout over and I almost go in a circular motion around the particular item that I am using. So I left all of this in so that you could see what that looked like. But I think it was definitely the sheer size of the clouds that I was using that just weren't working for me. So with the vellum pieces, I'm going to just put them a little bit of adhesive on the side and tuck them in so that you don't see the adhesive. And then I am going to definitely use this sun and cloud sticker because that is probably my favorite. Sticking in another couple of vellum pieces. I really like the way that this came together. Again, I am sorry for that long video part of it. And then I end up not using any of it. That's what happens sometimes when you're scrapbooking, right? Like, you put in a lot of work in regards to what you want, and then you realize at the end, it's just not what I want. So I did go ahead and bring the clouds over to the right as well. I really like the white clouds. I think, obviously clouds are white, right? But I think with all of the other colors are going on in this layout, the white really gives it a huge contrast. So I decided that I needed a vellum cloud over on the left-hand side since I had vellum clouds, and now I have the dies so that I can make lots and lots of clouds. I really do like the clouds in this collection, and I will definitely get lots of use out of those dies. All right, everyone, here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.